In catfish farming, we are all looking at ways of reducing the cost of feeding of our fishes. So, in today's teaching, we are going to look at the BSF larva, which is the black soldier fly larva. When you understand this very black soldier fly larva, you'll be able to incorporate it into your farm. And once you are able to incorporate this into your farm, you'll be able to use it all through as long as your farm is in existence and as how long you can keep this very fly reproducing in your farm. How does this very process work? You collect what we call the pupa. At this very pupa stage, you buy it. They are immovable. So you bring them and you put them into what we call your insectarium. Insectarium is a place where the pupa emerges into fly. So once they emerge into fly, you you begin to notice that they will start laying eggs. But these eggs, you will trap them. Once you trap them, you move them into a substrate. That substrate is where these very eggs from this very black soldier fly will start emerging into larva within 4 days. Once they emerge into larva, you move them into another place where we call the vivarium. The vivarium is a place where they will begin to grow feed. You put them into another substrate, and once they move into that very substrate, you leave them for about 5 days. So at the end of that 5 days, they would have grown bigger. So from that very point, you can start using them to feed your fish. And you will continue doing this till about 14 days or above, depending on how they grow fast. So you start noticing that they will start turning black. At that very point they start turning black, they no longer what eat. So you take them and keep them in a safe place, or you put a section in the vivarium and you just keep them there, and they will begin to turn into pupa. At that very pupa stage they no longer move, so you can now move them into the Satyrium. One interesting thing about it is this very circle continue to reproduce themselves. So from the larva which they have produced, you can just only keep 10% to recycle this very process. So once you are able to ash or get this very larva, you can now start using them to feed your fish. If this is your first time of coming across our video, like, share and follow us in our platform. Now, what do you now do? You can now use this very larva to feed them in the morning or in the evening, depending on how you choose it. Now, you can now use your normal feed to feed them in the remaining period you want to feed them. For example, in our farm, we use them in the morning or in the evening. If we use them in the evening, we feed them with the normal feed. So this one will reduce your cost of production to almost half. And this very fish, they grow very healthy, very big, and this very larva contains a high protein content which your feed needs. So in a way, you are reducing your cost and increasing your profit. That is what happened in this very process. So what we are saying here is that incorporate this very circle into your farm in order to increase your profit, because you are in this very business to make money, not to just farm.